It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the focus is on the Thunderbirds' creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Thunderbirds and the Voyagers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Chicago taking on the Voyagers of Paris. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there. 43 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On first down, Richards. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Richards. And the reception made by Green. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Voyagers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Matthews got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Thunderbirds respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
To throw on second down. Richards got his man. It's Williams.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off the play fake. Richards finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Richards. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Back to throw. Richards. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it as we resume action.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Looking to throw on second down. Matthews. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Up the middle they go.
Wolf. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
On second down, it's Wolf. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Chicago.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Matthews to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
To throw on 2nd down. Matthews got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Thunderbirds have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bennett, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Thunderbirds.
They'll run on 1st down.
Wolf. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Matthews. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Wolf trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll find Jones again. Complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off the play fake. Richards can't get away, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Richards.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's got Green. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. The Blues locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Golden Eagles trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. 31-10 was the final score. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Ball start, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. Wolf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
It's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Chicago.
On first down, Wolf.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Matthews. He finds his man, complete. It's Wolf. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Second down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Turner is there for another one.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And on now is the punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, Matthews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 157 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Right back to him on first down.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Back to throw. Matthews. He's got it. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Thunderbirds have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Looking to throw. Richards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Chicago.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Up the middle they go. Wolf. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Up the middle they go. It's Wolf. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Richards. And he drops it incomplete. Now their struggles continue here. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Richards. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Richards. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again. Richards over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Richards getting this into the hands of Turner. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Richards.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Richards. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wolf, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down. Wolf, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Richards.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Richards. Green's got it over the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Operating from the gun, Richards. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Voyagers are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Chicago, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week.
Meanwhile, for Paris,
they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.